Okay. Once this record button starts, okay, let's roll. 1515 now proudly brings to you the GTS Podcast, guys talking smack, the weekly review of a SmackDown Live, where we talk about whether it's a smack up, smack downer, or a smack in the face. This is your boy EJ the King.
It's your guy J.Fields.
And SmackDown Live took place, the SmackDown After Mania took place this weekend.
Orlando, Florida.
Home of those Orlando Magic, and also home of Memphis' own Penny Hardaway's first NBA team.
Shout out to Penny.
Shout out to Penny.
And Lil Penny.
And Lil Penny, yeah. But we got the WrestleMania, man. How you feel?
I feel good that we're on the other side of it now.
Mm-hmm. Gonna get some good wrestling this week.
I will fully agree.
Good WWE wrestling on top of that.
How many times have we been able to say that this year?
I mean, Raw was awesome this week.
It was.
I mean,
predictable.
Yeah.
But awesome.
You stayed awake. That's the main thing.
I made it through.
You was awake.
I made it all the way through. All the way through from the time it started. I sat down. I didn't have any commercials to fast forward. I watched all of the commercials too. Mm-hmm. I haven't done that in a while.
Yeah.
Normally I'm dead by 8:03.
8:03.
8:03.
No later.
No later than 8:03.
But yeah, man.
Central Time.
But like I said, this is the first SmackDown Live after WrestleMania. SmackDown After Mania. I think that was a hashtag. But before we get into the show, J.Fields, do you have a match to watch for?
I have the match to watch for.
I think we said it was going to be a hot tag on that.
Yeah, it is. And the craziest part about it is I was trying to think. I was like, okay, what wrestling did I watch this weekend? I went back through WrestleMania, went back through Takeover, went back through some of the stuff I saw with Evolve. Mm-hmm. But the one that takes the cake, and normally every time they have a match on the Takeover, they're the match to watch for. Mm-hmm. If you did not see the NXT Tag Team Titles match between the Authors of Pain, the champions versus DIY, Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano, and the Revival, Dash and Dawson, the newly called up members of Monday Night Raw.
Top guys.
The top guys.
Yes, sir.
Dash and Dawson, the Revival. If you did not see that match from Takeover Orlando, go and watch it. It'll be one of the most. They just put together the great fucking matches.
Yes, it was, man.
Like, I mean, there's no other way to say it. It's just that good.
Yeah, it was.
Dash and Dawson are the tag team of the year.
Yeah, if we did our awards, I think who won tag team over here? What's the New Day?
I think it was New Day.
Yeah, but
they're not putting on matches like this.
No, man. I mean, that match it just took you on an emotional roller coaster, man. I mean, like spots after spots when they did each other's moves,
tagging up with each other to take out the Authors of Pain.
The Authors of Pain held their own as well. Too. I'm gonna give it that. That's the first time I actually, watched a full, match where they looked human. They got humanized a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? But like they did good.
It was a damn good match. Like the Revival's been if you've been following this podcast since we started, the Revival has been my tag team since day one. Mm-hmm. Since I saw where they were going with it, I was like, okay, yeah. Even before they won the titles, I was like, oh yeah, the Revival. I like them. Yeah, those are my guys.
Came a long way from them little jean jackets and
Yeah, I know, and the bandanas around like look like mechanics. They started off looking like mechanics.
Yeah.
Now it's all.
Them guys are good though. I bought them to them when you was already a fan of them. Yeah. But like as I watched them, man, that's real old school wrestling. Like that's straight up. They got that WCW AWA look. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And that's what I love about them.
Yeah.
It just brings back. It reminds me of a time. And they bring it current. I mean, their finishing move is just the Shadow Machine. Come on, man.
How they threw it on New Day Monday, though.
Oh, that was great. You talk about mark out moment.
Yes.
A clean victory on the New Day.
I can just see you there. Ooh! Like, that's how I went crazy. I was like, oh, my God.
That was some damn good stuff.
Yeah, and also shout out to the rest of the card. Aleister Black's entrance.
I know. I've watched it probably like 8 times.
That shit was like, I really think when he rose up and, like, everybody was, like, in the room, we were just quiet, like, what the hell is going on here? But the theme song, how he jumped to the ring set, Indians. I mean, like, dude, ring presence is awesome. I can't wait to see. NXT is back.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they got mad talent. They got him, Rude. They got Drew McIntyre now again.
Still got
they got Hideo coming back, yeah. And they got Sanity. I mean, like, they back.
Strong.
Yeah. I mean, Roger Strong, yeah. I mean, they back, man. I mean, like, I'm not gonna say they never left, but like, you know, they talent wise was kind of diminished a little bit. So
we knew they had some up their sleeve though.
Yeah.
And they might have my boy, fingers crossed.
Cole.
Well, definitely Adam Cole. But who here in about a month or so. Couple months at least. Mike Ben and Maria.
Oh.
You know, there's a rumor that they're coming
I
back.
heard, I know. Well, I heard something about that. They reached out to her.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a package deal. Like, you can't have one without the other.
Exactly. I mean, they elevated. Like, you talk about like when he left ROH, like went to TNA, like he was one of the main attractions for TNA outside of the Broken Brothers, you know, the Broken Hearts, you know what I'm saying? I mean, he's one of the main attractions. He never got the world title, but he's been killing on the independent scene too.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I welcome Mike Bennett and Maria. I damn sure welcome Adam Cole. Like, I mean, if that's the direction that we're going in, it's over. It's over. NXT is gonna be good.
I need Adam Cole to come up now. So, or not Adam Cole. I mean, I guess like I said, by April 29th, that's when we're going to NXT down here in Memphis.
I'll be ready. I'm so ready.
It should be jam packed with talent. Like, it's kind of sad to me that, you know, I brought it up before we started recording that Nakamura is not going to be there, or maybe I don't know. I'm pretty sure he's not going to do 2 shows now, like everybody else. Because if he was, he'd probably be doing 2 shows now, then leave. But like by that time, he'll be fully Smackdown or whatnot. But I really wanted to do that Entrance Live, but I guess we have to wait next year to WrestleMania.
Right.
For the next Smackdown Live, whenever that is.
Yeah.
But NXT Takeover once again. Bravo.
Going through like a damn good show.
And good main event as well. I mean the title match, Nakamura versus Rude. I mean,
from top to bottom, they just gave us a really damn good show.
Yeah,
it really wasn't promoted like this. Like, it was just Takeover.
Right.
But we always know Takeover is gonna be Takeover. They're gonna do what Takeover does. NXT is going to bring it. But the card though didn't line up like it's gonna be like
last year. Last year was crazy.
Yeah. This time we got it. You know, I mean, like everybody brought it. Like you said, Aleister Black. Let's not even leave out Ember Moon and Oscar. Hard hitting match.
Yes, it was.
Like we could have picked any match to watch for. The matches to watch for is NXT Takeover.
Even the tag match at the beginning with the
Saturday and the 8 person. You know,
yeah. Cassius Ohno did that little flip outside the ring. Man, that shit was crazy, man. Like,
and then Ruby Riott with the drop kick off the apron.
I mean,
about killed herself.
It was great, man. I mean,
good stuff.
She made me believe her again after that promo week.
As long as she doesn't talk.
Yeah,
just don't talk. Don't talk. You got a good look. Don't talk.
Marsh is the same beat of the same. Shut. Nope.
We don't want it.
Anyway, but like once again, NXT, I got it right as always. Then they got another takeover coming up in May.
Chicago.
Is it May?
Mm-hmm. May 20th.
Before Backlash.
Yeah.
Chicago getting a takeover, then getting Backlash the next night.
And they getting Evolve the same day as Takeover.
Lucky bastards.
Yeah. And they get ROH all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, they get everything up there. We don't have enough independent. We don't have enough independent buzz down here.
Right.
We need to start a promotion.
Southpaw Regional Wrestling. How that sound?
That sounds damn good.
All right. Well, moving on. News and rumors. Really nothing to report besides I guess Simon Gotch. He's got released. Was it yesterday?
Yes.
Report came out, so he's taking bookings now. They said there was a mutual agreement release, but I think on his Twitter he said otherwise. I mean, other than that, I mean, no more vaudevillains. So maybe they have something better for Aiden English. He can do his own thing now. Because I mean, both of them could go. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just we'll get into the tag team division a little bit later on. So we'll get into that later. But anyway, now that we got all this stuff out the way, let's get on with this rundown. So J.Fields, how did SmackDown kick off?
All right, your SmackDown Live after WrestleMania. It kicked off with Randy Orton, the new WWE champion, coming to the ring, cutting a promo, basically saying that the mind games that Bray tried, that he was not successful, and that he added another piece to if you can't beat them, join them, and then if you can't join them, screw them, and if you have them in a title match, you beat their ass, and take the title. Mm-hmm. And then Bray Wyatt appears on the screen and basically says that he has a plan to regain the title, but before he does that, he wants to make he wants to make Randy suffer. He wants to make him go through pain. He wants him to scream. He wants him to cry. He basically wants to break Orton in every way humanly possible, which leads to him challenging Orton to a House of Horrors match. We don't know what that's going to be. We don't know what the details of that is going to be, but we'll get to that later.
Yeah.
Then Orton basically says that he wants to whoop his ass right now, which leads to Bray Wyatt, the cutscene appearing again, and then Bray appears behind Orton, and they begin to brawl. And then right when Orton is about to get the upper hand, Eric Rowan appears, and then he pulls Orton out the ring, and they attack. Him and Bray attack Orton outside the ring, and then this leads to Luke Harper coming to the ring and making the save to assist Randy Orton, which leads to Eric Rowan and Bray Wyatt retreating up the ramp. Next up, we got Renee Young with The Miz backstage. We got Renee Young backstage with The Miz and Maurice, and that they're saying that Nikki Bella should be thanking them for basically forcing John Cena into proposing to her at WrestleMania, because that's the only way that it would have happened.
Right.
Because we gave him so much hell about it. He didn't have a choice. We backed him into a corner. He didn't have a choice. Then they said that tonight's going to be the last time that we're going to see John Cena and Nikki Bella. So we're left with a cliffhanger there. Next up, we got a SmackDown women's title match between our new champion, two-time champion, Naomi, versus the former two-time champion, Alexa Bliss. And Alexa, we love you. And this match ends with Naomi's, she makes Alexa tap out again. We've finally gotten the name for the move. The name of her submission move is called the Spider Twist.
They could have been a little more creative with that shit.
Of course they could have been.
They could have called the glow stick or some shit. I don't know.
That would have been good.
Yeah. Oh no.
Or the lights out.
Pretty good.
Moving on. Kurt Hawkins is in the ring, and he said he's talking about the superstar shakeup, and he says that he's going to issue an open challenge, and that his opponent has the count of 10. Did you hear that, folks? 10. Enter his opponent, the perfect 10, Ty Dillinger, making his SmackDown Live debut. He heads to the ring to a massive pop from the Orlando crowd. That these people are not tired.
No, sir.
They are not tired.
No sleep.
They have voice boxes of gods. Because all the cheering and booing that these people have done over the course of about 5 days straight. Freaking amazing.
I agree.
Freaking amazing. Ty Dillinger got a huge pop. He's coming out to the ring. He defeated Kurt Hawkins with the tiebreaker. Next up backstage, we got Dasha Fuentes with the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal winner, Mojo Rawley. Nothing special about this promo, but he did say that he and Gronk celebrated, and then he went into this thing where he says, I wonder what it was like, what it'd be like if Andre was there. I heard he could really throw him back. I heard he was really a ladies' man. And then he closed this promo saying that he had the moment of his life, and he asks Dasha Fuentes, can she feel it? And she says, no, I can't. And he says,
that's what she said.
It's okay, because me and Andre can feel it.
Pause.
Insane. Next up, we got The Miz and Maurice. No, we got John Cena and Nikki Bella coming to the ring. Miz and Maurice are dressed as John Cena and Nikki Bella. They come down to the ring and they do their in-ring stick of Total Bellas bullshit in-ring. Not going to talk too much about it because I really want you to check this out. Every time they do it, I want you to see it for yourself. I don't want to put it to shame. So I want you to check it out for yourself. It was equally as funny as everything else they've done. I mean, every time Miz is on the television, you need to be watching, whether you like him or not, because it's funny. It's damn good television. And he announces to close it out after they made fun of Cena and Nikki Bella that they're going to Hollywood and they're going to be gone for a very long time. And then the Miz starts a No More Cena chant. And then, in surprising fashion, the violinist, if you're familiar with the violinist, we're just going to call him the violinist.
Let's call him Greg.
Greg, the violinist, appears on the ramp dressed to the nines, violin in hand, and he begins to play beautifully. And then, you guessed it.
Dum, 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 dum. Yes, sir. Strong Style has arrived.
Yeah. That was our version of the Shinsuke Nakamura theme song. I think we
knocked it out of the park.
I think we killed it.
Yes, sir.
We murked.
We're musicians, so
that's what we do.
Yeah.
So now, a part of SmackDown Live, the King of Strong Style, Shinsuke Nakamura. Shinsuke came out and did his normal entrance, and he just soaked it all up. And once again, shout out to the Orlando crowd. Just had plenty to give. Plenty to give. Just made like chills. Yeah. Chills. I'm not there.
Yeah.
I'm not there.
The whole time. Me too.
I'm watching it at home, and I'm getting chills because I'm like, this is what you live for. These are the moments that you want. This may lead to a feud between The Miz and Nakamura.
I dig it.
And I'm cool with it. Yeah. What better way to set it off than to have the King of Strong Style versus The Miz? I'm cool with it.
I dig it.
Next up, we got a street fight between Intercontinental Champion Dean Ambrose and Baron Corbin. We got quite a few spots here, 2 table spots. Baron Corbin won the match with the smash mouth. Dean Ambrose was on the top rope. He took a chair and smash mouthed it into his face. And then Ambrose fell off the ropes. He picked him up, hit end of days to get the 1, 2, 3. So we know that this feud is not over. They are now 1-1. Following that, SmackDown Commissioner Shane McMahon comes to the ring to talk about the superstar shakeup that's going to take place next Monday on Monday Night Raw with the exchange of talent. He says that he's not really worried about who's leaving SmackDown, but he does say he's worried about he's not really worried about who's coming because SmackDown Live is the land of opportunity, and that this is the place that if you're on Raw, you should be begging to come over here because we do it right over here. And that leads to AJ Styles coming out to another huge pop from the fans. The fans are going to tell you who they love.
Yes, sir.
The fans are going to tell you. If you don't know what the fans think, Raw after WrestleMania, and now the SmackDown after WrestleMania, we're going to tell you.
Yeah.
And AJ comes down to the ring, and he puts in his bid to stay on SmackDown, saying that this is the house that AJ Styles built. This is the place that he wants to be, and he doesn't want anybody to come to SmackDown trying to take his spot. And he also says that he owes Shane McMahon something, and he extends his hand, and they shake hands in the middle of the ring to another huge pop. AJ walks by Shane McMahon, and he turns back like he's going to try to sneak him a quick punch, and Shane McMahon, he braces up because he's ready for it, and they kind of nod at each other in respect, and AJ Styles leaves the ring to another massive pop. Then, in our main event, which was set up in the beginning of the show, we get Bray Wyatt and Eric Rowan versus WWE Champion Randy Orton and Luke Harper. Nothing too special about this match, other than the fact that at the end, Randy Orton is about to set up for the RKO. Bray Wyatt, which I'm going to start calling this the Wyatt trick. The Wyatt trick occurs, and Bray Wyatt appears on the ramp, laying on the ramp outside the ring. Orton looks at him. Rowan tries to sneak up behind him with the full Nelson of all the moves. He tries to secure a master lock, but it is broken up. Luke Harper connects with a super kick, and Rowan falls into a RKO, 1, 2, 3, and Bray Wyatt and Eric Rowan once again retreat up the ramp, beaten and falling, as Randy Orton and Luke Harper pose on the ropes to end our SmackDown Live after WrestleMania, live from Orlando, Florida.
All righty.
Oh, GTS.
Is that time for our smack up, smack downer, smack in the face? Kicks off with this guy over here. You can't see me pointing to him, but I'm pointing to this guy over here. Once again,
he's pointing at me.
So, J.Fields, what was your smack up this week?
I had quite a few. But nothing was bigger than the King of Strong Style, Shinsuke Nakamura, appearing on SmackDown Live.
Yeah.
I mean, Is this a hot tag?
It is a hot tag.
This is a hot tag.
Yes, sir.
For the Smackdown Live after WrestleMania hot tag. I mean, we needed this.
Oh, yeah.
This is what we needed. With all the rumors that are circulating, with the fact that we just watched a really good Monday Night Raw, and I can't believe that I just said that. It just flowed right off the tongue. A damn good Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania. To get to SmackDown, we're waiting for the moment because you got to do something for us. You just can't leave us in the dust. We get Shinsuke Nakamura, one of the biggest commodities, one of the biggest performers, one of the greatest wrestlers.
Charisma oozing out
the wazoo. And we got him on the blue team. I mean, they said it as he was coming to the ring. This man is a rock star.
Yes, sir.
I mean, his interest just felt even. It was even more to it. It's like he was eating it up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, like he's just in it. I mean, he's just hitting all the moves and weird gestures that he make, but they just dope though.
Yeah, they dope as hell.
I mean, if you've never seen it, I mean, like this is some must-see stuff. And just the fact that we got an entrance. He didn't have to kick anybody. He didn't have to hit a Kinshasa. He didn't have to do anything. All he had to do was just do his entrance and let the fans eat it up like they do. Sing along and like just all of it, you know. And it wasn't even the fact that The Miz was an afterthought. It was just the fact that this is how you lead into the next big moment.
Right.
Because who's bigger than John Cena? Shinsuke Nakamura is.
Yes, sir.
I mean, for him to be translating this over to WWE, to the Americans wrestling. I mean, this is like Stone Cold, Steve Austin, The Rock level pop.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, we're not ignorant fans here. We're smart fans. I mean, this dude is getting huge ovations everywhere they go.
Mm-hmm.
He's over.
Yes, sir.
It's safe to say that the man is over. Damn good stuff, man. I mean, it's nothing really more to say than the fact that thank you to whoever made the call to give us Shinsuke, because now we're gonna get some matches.
Yes, sir.
He's gonna be wrestling for us every week. I don't have to wait every other week for the takeovers now. We're gonna get a pay-per-view every month, and we're gonna get to see that on the Blue Show. I can't wait. Hot tag.
Yes, sir. My once again, I'm just gonna repeat it once again. My smack up was Shinsuke Nakamura, but not only him, it was the NXT call up. Period. Ty Dillinger as well.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna start, piggyback off the Shinsuke first. But I mean, you pretty much said everything. I mean, like, as soon as he came down the ramp, I mean, the crowd exploded. Everybody went nuts, and that's what people are gonna tune in to Raw and SmackDown After Mania, regardless, because they know the reputation. So, people who are not familiar with Shinsuke Nakamura, watching that show said, this guy must be a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Where did he come from? Let me go on this network and see people, they've been advertising, but like,
right.
They see how captivating his entrance is and everything, and he just oozes charisma. Like I said, honestly, I haven't seen a wrestler ever captivate that much charisma and popping from the audience, and he doesn't say much. Like, he just comes out there and does his little gestures, and that's it. Everybody goes crazy. I mean, like he said, the whole time he come down there rap, bouncing off the crowd and doing everything, like, I'm getting chills in my body because the crowd's singing, and it's just like, it bringing out the greatness of a wrestling fan in myself, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I enjoyed all of that.
Right.
Also, point out the fact that at the 12-5 Live went out there, he had a match with Dolph Ziggler, which I watched, somebody in the crowd recorded it, and it was a good match. I mean, Dolph got some offense in, but, pretty much that was just to showcase what Shinsuke can do. But, like, right. We always kind of, put shade over what Dolph Ziggler really is capable of. Like, if they took Dolph serious, I'd be interested in that feud, too. That'd be a good little match, because, like, if they gave him time in the ring on TV, I know they'll put on a hell of a show.
Right.
But moving on to one of my other favorite moments of the night, which you brought up early in the rundown there, Kurt Hawkins out there giving the countdown. He said, you got to 10, and then music came on the hit. I just got so happy for Ty Dillinger, man. It's been a long road coming for him, man. Like, I'm glad that, when he was in NXT, we already automatically said it. Like, he fits on a SmackDown brand, point blank. I can't see him going to Raw. I mean, he would have got the same pop regardless, but like he fits better with the blue brand. And like he was even on Talking Smack, pretty much saying like, who knows if he's gonna be here. He enjoys being here, but like, he's just been here for one night. But who knows? He might take the 10, perfect 10 over to Raw. So, but I don't think that's gonna happen, especially with 2 call-ups. They wouldn't bring up the call-ups, then throw them over to the other brand. But like I said, they just did this call-up right, because like Raw had a good payoff with their call-ups, and I was like, okay, they better not shortchange SmackDown with their call-ups, and like we got the Rockstar of them all. We got Shinsuke.
Yeah.
And we got
the biggest of the big.
Yeah. And we got Ty, you know what I'm saying?
They gave Samoa Joe. They gave Raw Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
And that we didn't get anybody.
Right.
They gave him Bailey.
Nah.
And we didn't get anybody.
We'll get to that later. Save it. But yeah.
We're gonna put a pin in that one.
Yes, sir. But like I said, kudos to the NXT call-ups. I mean, that was the highlight of SmackDown regardless. I mean, as you see on the thumbnail, when you clicked on this video, I mean, it's strong style on the thumbnail. So, I mean, big ups. Moving on, because there was some things.
Yeah.
It was kind of stupid. I ain't going to say it brought me down. It was stupid. Then, kind of pissed me off. So, I ain't going to say pissed me off. Pissed me off is later on in the segment. I know I'm just talking. But it's some things that, made me, question what the hell was that for. So, J.Fields. What was your SmackDowner this week before I get into mine?
My SmackDowner this week, and we might have the same one. I don't know. We'll find out here in a moment. My SmackDowner was the Mojo Rawley hot take.
Yeah.
It's going to be 3 for 3, I think. What are the odds? Mojo Rawley. That's my SmackDowner this week. Let me just start with this. He's not over with the crowd. No. They booed this guy out of the building. They didn't care that Grump helped them win. Mm-hmm. It came down to Mojo Rawley and Jinder Mahal as the last 2 competitors in the Battle Royal. I have not seen a Battle Royal with 2 of the I don't even know how to put it. Like 2 wrestlers that people don't care about.
That's all you have to say. Yeah.
Like I haven't seen a Battle Royal come down to 2 people like that ever. That's like you got a who's who in the Royal Rumble. You got The Rock, you got Stone Cold, you got Brett, you got Undertaker, Kane, Jericho, Angle, you got Michaels, you got Triple H, you got all these people in a Royal Rumble, but the last 2 come down to Road Warrior, Animal, and the Honky Tonk Man.
That's giving too much credit. I say dig deeper. You got to dig deeper.
Go further, even beyond that. Okay.
Val Venus,
and Bart Gunn.
that will work.
Bart Gunn. Bart, not Billy. Bart, not Billy. That's how bad it was. Barry Horowitz and Baskin Booger.
Who?
Who? Exactly. That's how bad it was.
The Brooklyn Brawler
and Mr. Hughes.
John Laurinaitis and Sergeant Slaughter. I can keep going.
Yeah, it's that bad.
We're going to stop.
It's that bad. Virgil and Brutus Beefcake. Because everybody else that you cared about has been eliminated. That's what that was like. But let's get to Thursday. Let's get to Tuesday night. Mm-hmm. So Mojo Rawley cuts this promo, and he's talking about how he's been celebrating him and Grump, and then he proceeds to put Andre the Giant over. I don't get it. You need to be trying to get your damn self over. He dead. Him dead. He dead. You gonna put over Andre for how much he can drink and how much of a ladies' man he is? Man, I used to, after I went through all that, man, I wondered for a minute.
Like I actually thought that he was going to drift off to like a little,
like a cutscene,
like a cutscene, real soft. I'm like what's up? I started looking up too. I'm like, what are you looking at?
Like, man, what it would have been like if Andre was there. Nothing against Andre the Giant. Who the fuck cares, man? Nobody cares. I don't give a damn about what Andre was like.
I didn't want to either.
But behind the scene,
we got a documentary coming out, so we'll see that ourselves anyway. So,
exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, like, okay, yeah, you won the damn battle royal. Like, this is your moment, and you sitting up talking about you wonder what this dude been dead for a long time.
How funny he's been dead.
I mean, he's been dead for like 20 plus years. I had the wrestling magazine that announced it. Like it was one of the WWE magazines, dead at 46 or something like that. It's like 1990,
93?
Yeah, 93.
Mm-hmm.
He's been dead for that's a long time. About 25 years.
Yeah.
And I mean, I understand you paying homage to the, to the legend, but you should have did that prior to you winning it. Like if you didn't come up with that, they wrote you a really bad promo.
Yeah, they that's what I was just gonna say. They threw him in the wrong direction with their promo.
Because I still don't know what the hell they're gonna do with you. You're not about to be in the Intercontinental title hunt. Why? Because that's Baron Corbin's spot right now.
Yep.
Dean and Baron got something going. There's no other singles title. They're not gonna put you in the ring with Orton because that spot's already taken with Bray and Orton.
No, he better not go nowhere near main event.
So what are you going to be doing in the meantime? We've already seen you have these little exchanges with Dolph Ziggler. I don't want to see that.
Nope. I don't want it.
Your face. So there's really no other heels for you to engage with. I guess you just squash Kurt Hawkins and Breezango and Aiden English and Ascension for another year like you've already been doing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Don't sign me up, though. It sucked. And then to get to the end of it, and he says, "Can you feel that, Dasha?" And I don't think she was supposed to say no.
Right.
She was like, and she looked around kind of strange, like, "Can you feel that?"
Nah.
And she's like, No, I can't.
That's okay.
And he was like, "That's all right, because me and Andre can." I couldn't feel it either. I don't want to feel it.
I feel like I want to turn the TV.
You wearing that weird ass suit, that American Pie Jason Biggs ass suit.
Jason Biggs. Oh man.
And you think that's gonna get you over because you wear weird shit? That's gonna get you over. You're going to be the next big thing. Mm-hmm. You talk about you at the moment of your life, winning at WrestleMania. Mm-hmm. That spot should have went to somebody else. That moment should have went to somebody else.
Easily.
It
was too much talent in that ring.
Way too much.
I mean, Mark Henry could have won the motherfucker. All I care.
I mean, you gave one to Big Show. Hot tag.
I ain't gonna speak too much on it because I jumped in, when the referee, told me to get out the ring a lot of times.
They gave you 5. They gave you 5. Ken. Yeah. You under the 5.
But yeah, that was like the most awkward moment of the show. One of the, I'm not gonna say the most, but one of the most awkward moments of the show. I'm like, this is unnecessary. I understand he won. They could have had an interview set up for him for that and everything, but obviously it should have turned to a match. Somebody could have said, yeah, all those other people's in my way. That's the only reason you won. Why don't you see me one-on-one? That'd have been a better setup, Get him to the ring and do a match. I mean, not saying that I want to see a match, but like not just him drifting and wondering what a dead guy would be like, if he was to see it or feel it and all that other. I mean, I just went for it.
And because he won a battle royal.
Yeah.
Andre's gonna celebrate with you because you won a battle royal.
I mean, it just felt awkward when like I said, Dasha wasn't even in it. She was like, no, he was like just trying to get her involved, like, yeah, getting hype, you feel that, and all that type of stuff, like, yeah, we party, we drank, Andre could drop, he could drink a whole barrel. He was a ladies' man, and like she was sitting there like, let's get over. We got a commercial in like 10 minutes. 10 seconds, like, come on, get up. Like, it was just like a reach, man.
It didn't work.
So that's all I want.
And it didn't make me care more about him.
No. I mean, like I said, they already started that Sunday. Like, Gronk being involved, that didn't do anything for me. That was just something for ESPN to show. Like, oh, Gronk was at the WrestleMania, the biggest ultimate thrill ride of the weekend and all that type of, that was just some ESPN exposure, just like they did the year before with Shaq and the year before that when Ronda Rousey. They need that celebrity presence, there. So,
but the difference with the Ronda Rousey is because it wasn't a match. It was a quick segment, over and done. And then you had 3 qualified people to help get that segment over.
Right.
You had Triple H, you had The Rock, you had Stephanie McMahon. The three of them can get that over.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a damn who it was. You can't. Mojo Rawley can barely get himself over. So how can he get over the fact Gronk being in the ring with him?
He can't.
He can't do it. That's all I got on that.
Me too. Moving on to our depressing, upsetting, sickening, dumb moment of the night. Pretty much a smack in the face. So J.Fields. I feel it's another hot tag because I mean, it has to be in there somewhere. The segment I'm thinking about. So J.Fields, what smacked you in the face this week?
The only smack in the face that could have smacked me in the face this week.
Am I gonna be horrified?
Yeah, probably so. Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt and everything revolving around them, everything having to do with Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton. And I've had time to think about this.
Mm-hmm.
I've had some time since Sunday to really consider how I'm going to approach this. And I've made a decision that I'm just not going to invest any more of my energy in anything pertaining to Bray Wyatt.
Oh,
I've determined that, and it's nothing against Bray. He's just been dealt a shit hand,
mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna just look at it for what it is. This damn promo, or just this whole storyline. Are they writing this son of a gun as they go? They have to be writing it as they go. This is not something that's planned out.
Can't be.
So, at some point down the line, we're going to get a House of Horrors match, which will be nothing but a match with weapons. Then, whoever's writing this crap, because I just feel like it's going to get even worse. We're going to get a crucifix on a pole match. Yeah. And then from there, we'll probably get an Inferno match. And then we'll finally get to a WWE title match. And the title's going to be exchanged in these weird, strange-ass matches. And all of it's going to end up being a waste. I'm done investing my time, my energy, my effort. I'm sorry, Bray. You're still my guy. But my support of this has come to an end. I cannot do it. I can't.
Too much energy invested.
It's too much energy invested to have like watched how when they did the draft, how they after the whole Kane thing was moved out the way, after Kane got off TV,
mm-hmm.
how they started to protect him, put him in the tag team, they protect him. He gets a title run for a month and a half. It's over. And the fans gave Orton shit for it.
Yeah.
Tuesday. And some probably at WrestleMania.
Oh, yeah. They booed. I mean, yeah.
I mean, Orton is, right now, he's thinking to join up. I mean, you got to have more. You got at this point, and I'm just going to be honest about it. You got to have more than that one fucking move. You got to have more than just the RKO to get people excited. And it's like the wool is being pulled back now. People are able to see that now.
Right.
People get so excited for RKO. But I mean, we've seen them. They're cool. Every now and then you'll hit one that will be like, oh shit.
Yeah.
But most times, it's nothing special. Bray Wyatt didn't take either one of those RKOs in such a way to where I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Nothing special about it. And then the fact that we found a way, we're going to dress up the Eric Rowan mask, give him a new outfit, and let him, the weakest link of the Wyatt family, we're going to put him back with Bray.
In the main event.
Then Luke Harper, who's supposed to be so freaking glad to be out of the Wyatt family, is still hovering around. Dude, go do something else. And now him and Orton are cool. Now they're going to take on the Wyatt family. Still no mention of Sister Abigail. She still hasn't appeared. And we're getting an old version of the Wyatt family with everybody's least favorite member. Nobody like Eric Rowan.
No.
Everybody's favorite members were Bray and Luke.
You can possibly even throw in Strowman a little bit in there because he came in as a monster when he first started.
And maybe even Strowman. People probably didn't really start to like him until this last little run, this pop with him.
Mm-hmm.
Because when Luke got hurt, people were like, damn.
Right.
You know, because he could always have a good match. Bray, have a good match. But there's been nothing special about this. You take the title off of him, you ruined it. Now we're back to the dark days of Bray Wyatt. And it's like all the promises that you're making, all the stuff that you're saying is going to happen. I don't care now. I don't care because I poured everything into it. We tried to start a hashtag. We're excited week after week to see Bray Wyatt stand tall. And then they let him lose. And I don't think there's going to be a bigger payoff. There's no big payoff.
You can't redeem.
This is just, you can't bring me back in. I was reading an article, and I'm a hot tag. Yeah, I was reading an article. And someone's compared Bray Wyatt to Kevin Sullivan.
I think I read that too, but go ahead.
And the more and more I thought about that, the more and more this plays like the Dungeon of Doom all over again. The Dungeon of Doom was supposed to be this threat to all the good guys and to Hulkamania.
Mm-hmm.
And they never succeeded. They never won. Kevin Sullivan never pinned Hogan. The only time the Dungeon of Doom had two members that were badass, I guess you could say. They had the Giant, the Big Show.
Yeah.
Because that was the play on Andre. People really thought that was Andre's kid for whatever reason.
Yeah.
That's how it was billed at first.
Right.
And then you had Ming. Ming was badass.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when he was in the Dungeon of Doom, he was just, he wasn't as badass as he could have been. He could go out and have a good match, hard hits. You know what I'm saying? He could take a beating, give a beating. Pretty much it. But this is essentially the Dungeon of Doom. Like a joke. And it's meant to be taken as a joke. Bray Wyatt is meant to be taken as a joke. And I have to accept that. If I was a Kevin Sullivan fan,
mm-hmm.
I would have been pissed back in the 90s when Kevin Sullivan was getting his ass kicked and the Dungeon of Doom was always getting beat up. It would be the same thing. Bray Wyatt is Kevin Sullivan. Whoever, I can't remember who wrote that article. I'm going to do some research. I'm going to give you credit. Whoever said that, you hit it right on the money.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Sullivan wasn't a world champion. He wasn't a big-time threat to anybody.
Mm-hmm.
He was this evil dude, casting spells, the personification of evil, all this other stuff like that. But he never delivered. He never delivered. They went against the Horsemen. They never delivered. Went against Hulkamania, Macho, Sting, never delivered. Went against Luger, never delivered. It's a waste. And Bray Wyatt has lost so much to where now he's fell into that same thing for me. Like I can't care. Like you got a cool ass entrance. You can get on the mic and just woo people with your words, but you never win when it counts. This man, according to Wikipedia, is 0-4 at WrestleMania.
Yep. Because
that whole little exchange with The Rock and John Cena last year, they're counting that as a match.
Yeah, I told you that.
Yeah. So this man is 0-4 at WrestleMania. And I'm supposed to believe in him? I bought a shirt.
Mm-hmm.
I'm almost ashamed to put the bastard on, man. I have to be done. Because otherwise I'm going to be pissed. And then that's not going to be good for anything else that's going on. So I'm just going to act like it's not there. WWE has a lot of work to do to get me back on board with Bray Wyatt. And I don't think they can do it. I don't think they can make me buy in again. I'm pulling my money out. I'm cashing out. All my money, all my time invested. I'm sitting at the slot machine. I thought I had a jackpot coming. I got 13 cents. I'm cashing out. Just this little bit that I got left, I'm walking out with it. I ain't going to even play it out. And just see how it go. I'm going to take my 13 cents and I'm going to the house. And I'm going to say, they ain't get all my money. Hot tag.
I'll tell you. Hands over the ropes, buddy.
I know. I'm sorry. I was hurt.
But man, I'm gonna just try to stick strictly off of what happened Tuesday. You would think after a great Raw. Now, don't get me wrong. Monday Night Raw won the Battle of the Brands this week easily. But you would think after that great Monday Night Raw, SmackDown was going to give you a hell of a show for 2 hours. And it has its ups and downs, but they couldn't possibly think that main event was going to be, the best part of the show. Like, you're supposed to end the show on a high note. And with the heat Randy Orton had coming out of WrestleMania and coming into the beginning of it, I mean, like I said, nobody knew it was going to have a match at the end of the night. They could have, kind of felt it out, with the promo. They could have said, okay, the crowd go this way with it, we're gonna end the show with this. If we go this way with it, we probably put them on before the end. So I'm just kind of throw it in there because, like, I'm thinking at the end, we finna get a swerve. Something's gonna happen. Maybe the Wyatt family's gonna reunite again. They're gonna jump Randy. Something. Anything. So you watching that lackluster match, because I don't know if this is more of my hate going into this observation, but Randy Orton's boring as hell. Like, you brought it up, like the RKO can't be your only move. And like, I guess that was more of me still being upset with Sunday, but like, I wasn't invested in that match emotionally. Because like I said, I was already let down by that boring ass promo where he repeated himself once again. If you can't beat him, like, I don't need to hear that shit every time you come to the ring, dude. Like, we got it the first time when you burnt the house down. It was great when you said it. After the next 2 times you said it, I mean, it didn't do anything for me. But then, like I said, back to the match, Eric Rowan looked so sloppy in that match. He tried to do a spinning wheel kick. He failed. He barely can get in this right spot in time when Luke wanted to hit a move on him. I mean, it just looked sloppy. Even when Luke jumped out of the ring, he didn't catch Luke right. I mean, like, I was for giving Eric Rowan another chance. Dude don't need to be in the ring. He need to be a jobber, a valet, or something. Like, he's not needed. I mean, I don't even think a tag team can save him right now. Because that is just, I just hate the end of SmackDown left a sour taste in my mouth. Not alone when the lights went out. I'm like, oh shit, here we go. Here go the payoff. Bray appeared outside of the ring. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why are we constantly wearing out the little magic trick thing? Like, it was cool. I mean, like, just like I said, we constantly allude to this fact that, like, this is the guy that's supposed to be taking the Undertaker's place a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Taking the Undertaker's place as he's walking out. And you're doing such a bad job of building that up. You're doing such a bad job of making us feel like this is a guy that can hang with everybody and he's going to have everybody spooked. Yes, he can lead you with some words. He can do everything you say he can do. But the title dropping to Randy Orton, which we already alluded to on the WrestleMania podcast, they're like, I mean, this does nothing for Randy Orton. I'm not invested in this feud anymore now. Like, it cancels it out. And like, also on top of that, it's just like, Randy Orton is not a good focal point for your brand. Like, yeah, you could say he's somewhat over, but he's not a draw. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody's coming to SmackDown or watching SmackDown to see Randy Orton. Now, I know you can, check the archives, and, when we used to say, like, I'm investing in Randy Orton now because he was interesting at the time when he was with the Wyatts. But now he's back to same old Randy. Promos, give us the same old type of matches. At least when he was a heel, it works. You know what I'm saying? Because he could open up his, moveset a little bit more. But now it's just like, I'm going to get the crowd hype and do the RKO, and that's going to be it. Or I'm going to almost hit the RKO, or I'm going to do this power slam. I mean, like, what else? And like I said, I know he has the talent. Everybody knows he's genetically gifted as a wrestler. But he's lazy. And, like, that's a known fact. But, like, putting him in the same style with Bray Wyatt right now, especially in the mindset that we're in after WrestleMania, I'm not interested in this feud anymore. And, like, honestly, just like you said, I'm a little bit overwhelmed with cheering Bray Wyatt so much to the fact, like, I'm just ready to see AJ get the belt back or somebody else, Shinsuke, somebody else, because like I'm not invested in this feud anymore. It's not like WrestleMania was a big letdown, and nobody was invested in that match. Like
that was the letdown of WrestleMania.
I mean, I'm just tired of all these tricks and shit appearing in the ring and sparks and crucifix and all this bullshit. You know, like this shit doesn't do anything for me anymore.
Not
like,
if you don't win.
They worn it out. Like it's so overdone, man. Like there's too many effects and shit involved. Like, I mean, if you at the live event, if you're at SmackDown, you can obviously see when the lights go out, Bray Wyatt's getting out of the ring. I'm not just sitting there, you know, trying to, play kayfabe back like, oh my God, he disappeared. You know what I'm saying? Like it's overdone. Like Undertaker, I mean, yeah, Undertaker known for reappearing and appearing out of the ring, but like Undertaker to do this shit out in the beginning, in the middle of a match, and just appear outside the ring to let Eric Rowan, somebody who just came back, take the L. Like, what is that doing for him? Oh, he's back to the same old Eric Rowan. Don't give a fuck about him anymore. That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
The
least favorite member of the Wyatt family.
I mean, like,
and then think about it like this. I mean, Undertaker had jobbers.
Mm-hmm.
He had a whole ministry. He had Midian. He had the Acolytes. He had Viscera. He had Christian. He had Edge and Christian. He had jobbers that bagged him during that time. That like, oh, we're gonna whoop him, but you're not gonna get to Undertaker though.
Right.
During that corporate ministry, the ministry time, you didn't see Undertaker on his back. You didn't see Undertaker getting his ass whooped week after week. You didn't see that. You didn't see it. And he got the upper hand enough to where, like, even if he did lose a match, that it just didn't, his opponent didn't come out the next week or the next night and say, yeah, I beat your ass. Mm-hmm. Like, nothing about Randy Orton's promo said, I was ever afraid of you, bro. It's like, you thought you had me, yeah, but I whooped your ass. Like, you get into a fight with a dude on the street, you got a bully, you got a dude that's been picking at you and picking at you and picking at you. Like, y'all get into a fight and you whoop his ass, you gonna come out of it talking bad about it. Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, man, you ain't nothing. I whooped your ass. Right. You're not a bully. Bray Wyatt not a bully. Right. The roaches, the worms, the maggots, the lights on and off, it does nothing. The words, the lantern. I mean, you get 75,000 people in Orlando holding up that damn camera of lights to join in with his entrance. When he sings, got the whole world in my hand, everybody's singing along.
Follow the buzzers, they share along with it.
Yeah.
I mean, they got the material to sit there and they have the blueprint to make this shit work, and they choose not to use it.
We don't want to send. They didn't want to send them to.
And when you brought up the ministry thing, prime example. Undertaker was in the feud with Stone Cold around that time. Play off that shit. I mean, like, it's so simple. Yeah. It would still make Bray look like a badass, but yet Stone Cold is the aggressor in that situation with Undertaker.
Right.
I mean, if you want to make Randy Orton the aggressor in that situation, I mean, still do it in that fashion, but like, help the younger talent. Stop helping people who's already established.
Right.
Like I said, I used to give Randy Orton the nod on that. Like I said, I'm pretty sure he has a bigger voice than big as voice as John Cena does on what he wants to do. I mean, that's when he should have stepped up. Like, I don't think that's the right way. I'm gonna get booed out the building. Nobody gonna like this shit. Like, people love Bray. You hear this? I mean, like, it's so self-explanatory, man.
I just don't understand why the decisions are constantly being made to go this way. Let's go this way.
Yeah.
It's like you should be able to predict how these things are going to go based on what's been going on all along. Like, you think because Randy Orton get ready to call for an RKO that people are just going to forget that he just basically squashed Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania?
In a lackluster match.
In a match that was not good. And then the next night you let him come to the ring first to gloat about it? And then Bray comes to the ring and he can't even hold his own. Eric Rowan got to come down to save him. Then Luke Harper comes out of nowhere. What? Like,
and Luke's helping Randy Orton. Y'all was just beefing 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Exactly.
Why are you helping Randy? Why?
You was just talking about cutting the serpent's head off. Now you tagging up with him, posing on the ropes now. None of this makes sense.
Don't even get me started with this House of Horror shit. I mean, like, come on, dude.
It's bad. Even Raven had a better run at the top than this guy. And I mean, Raven was an ECW champion. He had some very memorable feuds. He didn't always go out on his back. Even when he came to WCW, he had a whole flock. He had people that you could beat up. You could beat up Lodi. You could beat up Sick Boy. Kidman. You could beat up Kidman. You could beat up Big Reese. But a lot of times, Raven and Saturn.
And Raven come and pick up the pieces.
Scraps.
Yeah, pick up the scraps.
Pick the bones.
Like, as soon as you beat up out there, you turn around, even flow.
Yeah.
Boom, you're done. That's how it should be. I mean, that's how you protect him. If Randy Orton finally got his hand, now it's like you said, Bray Wyatt been on his back so many damn times when Smackdown coming on or going off or when the pay-per-view is ending. Like, I mean, he don't even look right standing up no more.
Clean. And not just getting beat. Getting beat clean. Clean pinfalls. And the thing about it is that I got excited because I'm thinking, man, they're not letting nobody pin this dude. Nobody's beat him in months.
And nobody's kicking out of Abigail.
Nobody's kicking out of Sister Abigail. When they lost the tag team belts, they won Bray. That was Luke.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't gonna let Bray take that grand amplitude and take that pinfall. That was Orton. Orton took that pinfall. Luke took that pinfall. And now here we are now to where, because Orton was losing, he was the one on the losing end because of Luke.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, Orton doing what's good for the business. Orton goes and wins the Royal Rumble. Bray wins the Elimination Chamber. Bray and Orton. We got this great storyline set up. It got a little ugly right before we got to WrestleMania with the whole Crucifix, Weapon of the Apocalypse crap. But before that, it was going in a good direction. Right. We get to WrestleMania, we're expecting Bray to come out on top. Like, literally, like, you're telling me you ain't got nothing to worry about nothing.
He's gonna kick out.
He's gonna kick out of this RKO.
You know what that remind me of? It remind me of when the Undertaker got that L5 at WrestleMania. I'm like, he finna kick out, and then it didn't happen. I was like, yeah. I was lost for words. I'm like, how does this happen? Why does Randy Orton have to win?
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's exhausting, dude. Just like you said, man. Like, it put out an energy and thought into why Bray Wyatt can't be that guy. Like, I mean, it baffles me, man. Like, it's right there.
Yeah.
Raw after Mania crowd, SmackDown after Mania, WrestleMania. You hear and you see what Bray Wyatt does to affect the crowd. But yet, you turn away from shit. You staring away. Like, nah, we ain't gonna go this way.
And the unfortunate part about it is that, like, for Bray, this is what's going to be. This is what it's going to be for him. You don't overcome this because there is no yes movement for you. There is no we're going to cheer our asses off until we can't, because there was already a population of people. There was already a strong pocket of people that didn't like Bray Wyatt anyway because he was traditionally a bad guy.
Right.
So people are not going to flip and start cheering you out of the building. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to blow the roof off of you because of what you represent or what your character represents.
Right.
So it's only so much noise we can make, and it's only so much noise that the people in the arenas can make week after week. But who's to say the next week Randy Orton goes for RKO and the crowd is going crazy for it?
I mean, like I said, people gonna be starting back like, man, I'm doing all this screaming, ain't doing shit. Like, so I'm
that's what I'm saying.
Stop. Yeah.
Bray's never gotten those kind of pops like that, except for during this time since the draft.
Yeah.
All the momentum he had, they killed it. So I dedicate this last time to this is the last time I'm really talking about it.
I mean, like you pointed out, man, I know this last time, it's like, it happened at WrestleMania. That's the highest, that's the ceiling.
Right.
You can't, I mean, there's no redemption. I can't foresee a redemption. If they smart enough to write a redemption for me, I would try to accept it, but like, I don't see it. So I'm like you, dude. Like, I'm tired.
Like in the record books, world title reign a month and a half. Like, people will literally forget that he was WWE champion.
Yep.
It'll be an afterthought. It'll be like that. Who won the title and dropped it really fast?
Do you want to say Dolph?
It'll be Dolph Ziggler.
Uh-huh.
Well, it'll be just one of those things. where they'll say on commentary,
one-time title.
Bray Wyatt's a former WWE champion.
Yeah.
But does it freaking matter? Sheamus has had more world title runs, world heavyweight run, WWE title run. I mean, you got people. Roman Reigns is a 3-time champion. And him and Bray were in there fighting Shield, Wyatt family at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Seth Rollins, 3-time champion. No, 2-time champion.
2-time.
Dean Ambrose,
1-time
champion.
Had a good little run too.
And had a good long run with the belt.
Yeah, about 4-month run.
He beat some people. He didn't just lose it right off the top.
Right.
We know AJ Styles will probably get another run.
Yeah.
But Bray Wyatt's been there for 4 or 5 years now. He wasn't even NXT champion. So the only singles title that he got, he lost it in a month and a half. No Intercontinental.
Yeah, he had the tag team title longer than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
And then he didn't even defend it to lose it. Because they went on the Freebird rule.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous to me.
I'm done.
I'm done too. I'm done. That's all I got. I think I've finally emptied myself out.
I think we called it too. I was like, here, depressing, sickening, horrible, bad, smack in the face.
Yeah.
That was depressing.
Yeah.
Because I'm not even in the mood I thought I was going to be in after we got through saying all that.
It had to be said, though.
Yeah.
It had to be said because I was waiting for Tuesday to see, could they fix this?
Yeah. And they couldn't.
And they didn't. They just made it worse.
They threw a paper towel over the motherfuckers.
So Bray's not interested in getting the belt back. He wants to make Randy suffer. That's the story that you giving me?
I mean, he said something about a rematch, but like...
But he said first,
yeah,
I want to make you suffer. Why don't you make him suffer by getting your damn belt back?
House of Horror. I guess they want the audience to say, ooh. Like, nah, bro.
It's not even October.
House of Horror match. Like, they need to be using machetes and shit. And chainsaws and knives.
There's going to be no blood.
Axes. And
It's going to be weapons. Even if they have this match like somewhere off-site, like out of the arena and they film it, like nobody will give
you know what
a
match
shit.
is going to be like? Remember that Asylum match that Jericho and Ambrose had? They were just random shit hung around the ring in a cage.
I hope not.
It's going to be like that. I'm just letting you know. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be like that.
It might be like Raven's House of Fun from TNA. See what I did there?
Yeah.
See what I did there? Nobody freaking cared.
I'm sitting there like question marks.
Raven's Clockwork Orange House of Fun match. That's what it was called.
That would do it for our review. So let's get into these near falls. Near falls?
Yes.
Okay.
The street fight.
Yeah.
Dean Ambrose and Baron Corbin.
Smack up, smack down, smack
It would have been a smack. It was almost my smack up. Had we not gotten Shinsuke, it would have been my smack up.
Really?
Yeah.
It would have been kind of like my SmackDown. You know why?
Because we should have got it Sunday.
Exactly.
And that's what I was going to say to back that up. We should have got it Sunday. This is the match that you should have gave us Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
And you didn't. People walked out of that match Sunday feeling like Dean Ambrose couldn't work, like Baron Corbin couldn't work. People were starting to question whether or not Corbin belonged.
Right. And that was bad.
That's not good.
Especially the dude coming off of Andre the Giant Battle Royal the previous year and having this great run.
And SmackDown main events.
Yeah.
John Cena.
Good triple threat.
Dolph Ziggler, AJ Styles.
Yeah, that
was damn near match of the year.
Yeah.
Candidate WWE.
Yeah.
Not like in all of wrestling.
Yeah.
Just WWE.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was damn good. I enjoyed that match.
I did too.
And you could see kind of where that story was going. Maybe a strap match.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when they have to touch the turnbuckles, you know. Maybe
bring it back. Yeah, bring it back. Make it interesting. Yeah.
You know, because, you know, Dean Ambrose, he don't mind being, you know.
He bring them back with the strap and dude put them in the end.
That'll be great.
Yeah, put them in the
end. Or
he
hangs them over his shoulder as he's going to touch all 4 turnbuckles. Just chokes him with the strap.
I mean, yeah, bring the strap match back, man. Just make it worth it, though. Don't just come back and, you know, tie somebody up to the pole and you go and touch. I mean, don't do nothing crazy.
You got to tap into the crazy that Dean Ambrose is. And dude is crazy. Like, he was hitting Corbin all over. I think he hit him in the face one time with this strap.
Oh, yeah. He smacked the shit out of him. He like swing that motherfucker like my mom used to whip my ass.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, no bed to have on.
Nah, hell no.
Couldn't run out the front door, Barry.
But yeah. And also shout out to the women's match, it was pretty good. You know, I don't think it was as good as the match they had in Elimination Chamber.
The one where Naomi got hurt?
Well, she got hurt.
Yeah.
But it was a good match.
It was a good match. I enjoyed it. I like the fact that, you know, it kind of showed Alexa working over a body part.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she went for the leg. I like the fact they added that, you know, in the story.
Yeah.
That they told in the ring.
Played a factor.
Yeah.
And also that new move Naomi put out. I think somebody said that was Ricochet move. The move put you on. It's kind of like the GTS where she throw you over and kick you in the face.
Oh yeah.
What do you call it?
It's called. Well, they call it the Benadryller.
Okay.
But I don't know what Ricochet calls it. I can't remember.
Well, I know Ricochet gave Naomi a shout out on Twitter.
Yeah.
You know, about it, and they kind of interacted a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So that was cool.
Yeah.
But I'm glad to see her. They're not taking this title run. Hopefully, she's 100% healthy with the knee, leg, whatever was going on, and she got a nice little run. Drop it to SummerSlam, you know?
Yeah.
Anything like that, you know? Because like I said, I like to see a few with her and Becky, you know? Just, you don't got to be no heel and face like, I'm better than you.
Yeah.
I'm better than you.
I want my title back.
Yeah, exactly. Because I ain't going to sit here and lie. I'm a little burnt out on Alexa Bliss and Naomi right now. Like, I don't want to see it anymore now. I mean, what was it, February? I know it's April. It's only
we got it February.
Yeah.
And we
got mixture tag matches between
Mm-hmm.
then and shit. You know, like, I'm just kind of burnt out. It's kind of like what the Nikki and Natalya thing was. Like,
yeah.
I don't want to see that too many times. If it come back later on, it'll be special again, but don't do it too much.
And it gives Naomi a chance to go against some other talent, like her and Carmella one-on-one. It was worth outside the ring.
And ain't no telling ain't no telling what's gonna happen with this shakeup next Monday. Because I heard we losing your girl. That's what I heard.
I heard too.
I mean,
for Charlotte though.
I mean, I love it. And like Naomi even hinted to that on Talking Smack, like she wanted to see
how she measures
with Charlotte because they both the best athletes in the women's division, period. So I'm very interested in that, you know what I'm saying? It's got Charlotte gonna carry that heel promo like a motherfucker. So what happened to the blue brand? Charlotte, if you are coming to the blue brand.
Nature Girl.
But I am a little
down. What I did there?
Yeah. The Nature Girl versus the Glow Stick. No, her name ain't the Glow Stick. The Glow Girl.
There you go.
That'll work. But I am down about our boy possibly leaving.
He bad.
I mean, after the promo he dropped Tuesday, like, he don't want to leave the house that he built.
It just doesn't make sense to me. They got plenty of people. They got Seth.
And they just got Finn back.
They got Finn. You got KO.
Joe.
You got Jericho after he comes back off tour. You got Joe.
Zane.
You got Zane. You got Cesaro. You got Sheamus who's putting on some damn good matches. You got the Hardys. You got the Revival. You got Enzo and Cass.
Wait. That'll do it for near falls. So let's get into this guys talk wrestling segment where we can pick back up because we have to reply to something one of our compadres said on their podcast.
Okay.
Stero, hold that thought. I got you. Stero made a reference to the tag team division on Raw and SmackDown, which It's Miller kind of was in our corner during the situation. Pretty much saying he feels that the Revival would benefit more on SmackDown. And they kind of kindly gave me a shout saying they can hear me already saying Raw bullying. You damn right. I'm saying Raw bullying. Because you brought up the point, Sterl, that, pretty much that SmackDown has the tag team talent, but yet we don't know how to use them. We don't know how to make the best of the situation that we have. And my reply to that is that, the call-ups from NXT that we have, Ascension, Breezango, even though Breezango was already on the roster before they made the split, Vaudevillains, we have talent, tag team talents that are not over. On the other hand, Raw, you get your call-ups as far as Revival, over as fuck. Enzo and Cass, over as fuck. And minus the talent that y'all grab from NXT as far as tag team, you have your New Day. You have the Club. You have Cesaro and Sheamus, who are a great tag team now. And on top of all that, at WrestleMania, y'all benefiting getting the Hardys. The Hardys. Y'all just got the Hardys the night before, and you get the Revival.
Who's the most over tag team in professional wrestling.
And you know what I'm saying? It's like, and that can even translate, as far as, like I said, this is just straight up a Raw versus SmackDown bullying segment right now that we were talking about, is that it goes that same way with the singles. I mean, the greatest thing that we got is Shinsuke Nakamura. I mean, I'm not even mad. I understand. I'm cool. I'm definitely great with that. But like, yeah, y'all got Joe on the call up before Mania. Y'all got Seth Rollins still there. Y'all have Finn. I mean, J.Fields just pretty much named y'all whole everybody in his top. I mean, the roster he named can be a main eventer. Yet on our side, let's go. RKO. I mean, Randy Orton, Bray Wyatt, AJ, Cena, Ambrose, and Corbin, and Miz. That's 7 people. And even in the midst of that, 3 of those people can possibly be mid-carders. But it's like, we get the talents that we have to develop. Y'all get the talent that's already ready.
Talent that we got to develop?
Yeah.
Mojo. Apollo.
Kalisto.
Carmella.
Yeah.
Alexa. Because, I mean, none of them came up
hot. You know what I'm saying?
None of them. Naomi didn't even come up hot. Let's be honest about that. Yeah, she's our champion now. But when they drafted her, nobody was like, hell yeah, I'm so glad Naomi's on SmackDown. I can't wait.
Right.
Nobody cared. Because she wasn't over. She wasn't doing the glow thing. She was just regular old everyday Naomi.
Mm-hmm.
So they had to repackage her, push her out there and see what happened.
Yeah.
I mean, Tyler Breeze, the Ascension. Nobody has cheered the Ascension in years.
Right.
Nobody's cheered Tyler Breeze or respected what Tyler Breeze has done since NXT. Fandango hasn't been over for years.
Yep.
For at least a year.
Vaudevillains.
The Vaudevillains. They were over in NXT, but the over in NXT ain't the same over on the main roster. And that's what I think people don't think about.
Yeah.
I think they missed that because the Vaudevillains were getting strong pops at Full Sail.
Mm-hmm.
Ascension was getting great pops at Full Sail. But when you put them on the main roster in front of 15,000 people, it ain't 15,000 people in Full Sail.
Mm-hmm.
So how you going to get them other, you might have what, maybe 500 people in Full Sail? Maybe.
Yeah. Give or take.
How are you going to get them other 14,500 people to get behind these folks?
That's what I'm saying. We have to develop our talent. You know, we have to, like I said, this is like, it's so easy. And like I said, I'm not trying to just go straight on a bitch fit right now, but it's like every caller from Raw has benefited Raw. Like Bayley came straight up.
Who did we get for Bayley? When they got Bayley, who did we get? Nobody.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like, you know what I'm saying? It's pretty much like Raw gets this nice gourmet meal cooked with the plate, the steak sizzling and everything.
The garnish on the side.
Yep. Nice bottle of wine. And we get a frozen TV dinner we got to thaw out and warm up and present for dinner. And like I said, don't get me wrong, SmackDown makes the best of the situation at times. But even to allude to American Alpha, like, we was hyped when they got drafted to SmackDown Live. We're okay, like, cool, we hyped. But that was our only tag team that they announced on TV that we got. As far as the Hype Bros, they're not over. The Usos they were still on their little face thing at the time. Mm-hmm. I mean, they wasn't over. I mean, like I said, they put on great matches. We know we love the Usos, but like, it's like I said, SmackDown gets the talent that we have to develop, while Raw gets what's immediately ready, like hot and ready. They get their little season. They get their hot and ready. We pick up a tombstone from Walmart and throw it in oven. You know what I'm saying? We got to prepare ours. So,
Red Baron.
And like I said, that's the most thing I guess a little frustrated with. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I mean, like I said, the main thing is the Hardys are over there, and then you got the Revival now. Then you have so many great tag teams over there, and I know that New Day is more than likely, which I read they're coming to SmackDown, which cool and all, but like, I mean, when it all comes down to it, Raw is getting the better talent when it's available. Instead of, like I said, if they would have got Shinsuke, that would have been it. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't been no GTS podcast. I could be 100 with you. I mean, it wouldn't have been me. J.Fields featuring a new guest every week till he find new co-hosts. I wasn't going to do it. I said that before we even recorded. But anyway, I mean, just like I said, you know, hopefully with this shakeup, it doesn't off balance what we got going. Because like I said, we had the good thing going into this week. I think this week it was good, but like it wasn't the same type of SmackDown we were having leading into WrestleMania.
Right.
And like I just want to show both show. I mean, like I said, I couldn't tell you the last time I watched wrestling on a Monday, and I enjoyed it. Like I didn't want to leave the couch.
Mm-hmm.
If I did, I paused it because I didn't want to miss the commercials just in case they throw something else in there.
Right.
And like I want both shows to be that good. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not just trying to say give us all the talent, but like don't act like y'all not taking the best talent.
There's got to be some level of balance because even the people that we get, none of them are ready for title runs.
Right.
The Vaudevillains weren't ready to be SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Ascension wasn't ready to be SmackDown Tag Team Champions. The Hype Bros weren't ready to be SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Heath Slater and Rhino, that was a joke from the time that they got it started. That was just supposed to be to get Heath Slater over. And what have they done with him since?
And I purposely left them out too.
But what have they done with Heath Slater since they were Tag Team Champions?
Not a damn thing.
Nothing.
They pop up every now and then.
Is he ready to be Intercontinental Champion?
Nope.
No. He's damn sure not ready for a WWE title match.
Hell no. I mean,
we just got Ty Dillinger. Is he ready for an Intercontinental title match? Potentially.
Yeah. I mean,
but is he ready for a world title match? No. Apollo Crews, Intercontinental title? No. Kalisto? No. Mojo Rawley? No. Dolph Ziggler? Already been there. No.
Been there, done that tag team. Like you said, he needs to just be in the tag team now.
It's already happened.
Yeah.
Luke Harper. He could be up there at the top, but are they going to do it? No. Eric Rowan? Is he ready for an Intercontinental title match?
No, hell no.
Is he ready for a WWE title match? No.
No. Is he ready to be in WWE? No. But he's there.
We can run down the roster. So, I mean, we don't even have a division outside of our women's division. We don't even have a strong enough division where we got 3 or 4 other people ready to step in.
And when you think about it as well, like the only title right now that has a clear path of like getting something going is the women's title.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, just like you pointed out. I mean, like every other title is, I mean, the tag team titles weren't even mentioned on SmackDown.
You look at the Universal title on Raw.
Mm-hmm.
Even with Brock being the champion, you got Cesaro, you got Sheamus, you got KO, you got Seth, you got Fiend, you got Joe. You got 6 people that could easily step in and challenge for that title. Mm-hmm. Whether Brock was the champion or not, you got 6 guys that's ready to carry the brand.
You just say Roman?
And Roman. That's 7.
I mean, it just...
And you could throw Sammy in there.
Yeah, I mean, give or take, like I said, that's when that build thing comes up, like, you messed it up a little bit, but, like, I know somewhere down the line, it'll be like, Sami Zayn has the #1 contender match. I'm like, how he been losing all the time? But at the same time, I don't think we'd be opposed to it. Right. We'll accept it because we know the talent that Sami Zayn has.
And then you got Jeff Hardy, Matt Hardy. Mm-hmm. Matt Hardy, former TNA World Champion. That counts in some places, in some circles.
Yeah.
Jeff Hardy, former World Heavyweight Champion, or former WWE Champion. That counts too. They can go back up. If they decide they want to go their separate ways or challenge for a title, they can do it. Mm-hmm. Then you got Austin Aries.
Yep, and Neville.
And Neville. Who at any time, United States champion. World title.
Yes, sir. Because especially how they've been hyping on it this week. You know, even they said that on RBU, like, he got to be in the Universal title run hunt somewhere.
Yeah.
In the future, because, like.
Almost 10 guys.
Yeah.
We ain't got 10 or nothing. We got 10 jobbers, probably. If we got 10 jobbers. We got
the most jobbers, period.
We got plenty of jobbers.
Yeah.
I mean, we ain't got 10 guys that's ready.
Basically, we don't have enough people that will sell merch. You can just put it like that, like, they're not over with the crowd. Like, you know, we have those AJs and Deans and even possibly some Baron Corbin. You know, Baron Corbin is like a big tweener right now with the crowd. Like, some people accept him, some people, like, think he's blah. But, like, the point is he gets a reaction.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And, like, that's the only thing, like I said. But back to the main thing, the tag team division is way off balance, but yet, like I said, that's why our tag team division is not featured every week on SmackDown. You know what I'm saying? Because it's so weak. So the only way it can get better if they bring. I mean, like I said, it would have made more sense if the Revival came to SmackDown and started something with American Alpha, start something with the Usos, anything. We had the titles over there at NXT already twice. Now we come from the new titles. Anything.
Right. And the thing about it is that even though we've seen Revival versus the Vaudevillains, Revival versus American Alpha, it'd be fresh because we hadn't seen it on the main roster.
Right.
The same way as when we get, what I'm saying, like if we ever get Samoa Joe and Nakamura again, if we get it, it'll be fresh. If we get KO and Finn, that'll be fresh.
Joe versus Finn.
Right, Joe versus Finn. Those matches will be fresh because we hadn't got them in a while. So you can redo them again in that way. But to just continue to just give us scraps every time, we need to fill out our division.
Right.
Tyler Breeze, repackage him. Do something different with him. Send him to the Intercontinental title. Because if they take AJ, what main eventer do we have?
Like I said, they're gonna try to swap it out with Roman.
But they can't. They've already written it. It's already been written. They can't swap him out. Because the only way they can swap him out is meaning that the Universal title will have to come to SmackDown.
I've seen crazier things. So that's what I'm saying. It's gonna be interesting to see what's going on Monday. Because like I said, each storyline, even though AJ's promo wasn't the biggest certainty that he was going to stay, but like the fact that he made that big speech, like, I want to stay here because this is the house I built and like I don't want nobody else. I mean, like, that's a strong enough statement to say, okay, if we was to think, besides reading the rumor reports, AJ's staying put.
Please let him stay put.
And as far as Roman, you know what I'm saying? He said what he had to say. This is my yard now on Raw.
Yeah.
Ain't no point in him coming to SmackDown and doing the same, making the same speech. So it's like, like I said, it's gonna be very curious to see what they're gonna go with this Monday. And like, I mean, I'm gonna be tuned in straight up.
I don't want AJ to go. I could about deal with anything else.
I agree,
but I don't want AJ to leave SmackDown.
No, like I said, I mean, you take it like you can even put it to the point where WWE audience has no idea AJ fought Shinsuke Nakamura.
Right.
So if you was to even try to rekindle or bring that match or that feud right back to SmackDown, that would automatically blow the roof off, numbers off the roof. Tune in every week, see what the program's going with. You know what I'm saying? And like, just to run away from that by sending AJ to a different brand, away from him. I mean, that's
to build it up for later.
Yeah, I mean that's dumb. I mean, you can't do that. You can't.
I just wish they would use everybody with everybody.
Just put on good matches.
You got like everybody wants to keep everything so separate. Like, no, just let everybody fight everybody. Everybody fights everybody, regardless.
Weight,
height,
gender.
It don't matter. Everybody fights everybody. There's no reason why I shouldn't be able to see AJ Styles versus TJ Perkins. There's no reason why I shouldn't be able to see Austin Aries versus Finn Balor. No reason why I should be able to see those matches. Because now, all of a sudden, now it's 205 Live. And then you just said that the UK guys are going to be traveling with the 205 guy, 205 Live crew. So are they going to be a part of the Cruiserweight division? Plus on their own show? Mixed all of this in together.
Yeah, just give us these matches.
Let's make a stew of damn good wrestlers. You got too much talent.
Yeah. And that goes for both brands. Exactly.
Both brands.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to keep Raw separate from SmackDown, that's one thing. But be fair. Balance it out on both sides. I know we just got a 2-hour show, but you could let a couple of them folks go.
Even on NXT, like I said, they utilize that 1 hour to the T.
We don't get Triple H.
Yeah.
We don't get Triple H appearing on TV. Like, they don't give us any of the, we don't get a Paul Heyman. We don't get any of that. We get literally, we scratching and clawing. And SmackDown has been the better show way longer since they split this last time. SmackDown has been the better show way longer than Raw has.
Yeah.
But now it's like they finna put Raw back on the.
They're trying to scrap. Yeah, they're trying to scrap. Say, okay, well, too many people are giving SmackDown too much of a buzz. We got what's hot right now over on SmackDown? AJ Styles. Oh yeah, get him over here.
Why come Raw can't make that? Why come they can't make the stars that they already got this established? Why come they can't make that must see?
I mean, like I said, they
mess around and take the Miz.
Yep. I feel. I mean, like I said, it's things like that that I feel that's where they're going, and they're gonna swap it out and give us this. And like I said, we're gonna make the best out of what we got, but at the same time, it shouldn't come down to that. Deal with the cards you dealt. Don't try to reshuffle this shit just because shit ain't going your way right
and
now.
that was some left-handed stuff. Here I am thinking like, okay, next July we'll have a draft. I'm thinking like every year.
Yeah.
Vince McMahon shows up after freaking WrestleMania and drops this bomb like, yeah, we're gonna shake things up again. Yeah. No, Vince. How about you sit your old ass down and let's just stay how it is. Yeah. And if you're gonna do your call-ups, just do your call-ups. Don't recalibrate the roster all over again because we got storylines, we got stuff that's already moving in a certain direction. People that we invested seeing on Mondays, people that we invested on seeing on Tuesdays. And if you're not finna take nobody big off Raw, then leave SmackDown alone. If anything, Raw should be giving talent to SmackDown.
What you doing Sunday night?
I don't know.
We should do like a mock draft.
We could do a mock draft.
Or mock shake-up or whatever you want to call this shit. Just, the possibility of who we think gonna leave and who we think gonna stay. I'm gonna draw it up. I don't got shit to do at work tomorrow.
Okay. Even if we can't record it, we can put it up in our Heart Wrestling page.
Yeah. And on GTS page.
Yeah.
But yeah. That was your reply, Sterl. I don't know if that answers your question.
I'd answer it. That's your answer, damn it.
Deal with it in my Batista voice. But that will do it for our, once again, very lengthy show, but it was a lot to cover. So deal with it again. Anything else?
Nope.
Me either. So check out 1515 app for other content, other podcasts. Like, share, subscribe, and review. Check out the podcast like RVU. Good episode this week. Raw After Mania. Like I said, Raw was great. If you enjoy RVU when Raw was sorry and slow as hell, you definitely gonna enjoy this one because Raw was great. So check out my boy Sterling and Miller. Check out Equal Opposite. I forgot what the episode was about last week, but anyway, Studio Flow. They're gonna be covering. They cover the Drake album. Check out how they felt about that. MWT, Mac and D, Rundown, Lace Them Up. All them shows. Like, share, subscribe, review. Click on the Amazon link to support the site. Click on the GTS Podcast page on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. Just type in GTS Podcast. Look for me or J.Fields, and that'll be it.
And shout out to our new members on the iHeart Wrestling page. Y'all get involved. Let's talk wrestling.
Let's talk wrestling. Guys, talk wrestling. GTW.
Guys and gals.
Yeah, I guess we gotta take out the guys. Talk wrestling. Well, we still talk wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys and gals. I don't know where I was going with that. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I overthought it. But anyway, that will do it for this week. This is your boy, JD King.
It's your guy, J.Fields.
And we'll see y'all next week. And we got this bitch. Holla.